In the open section, tournament leader Fabiano Caruana held today against Lenier Dominguez, maintaining his half-point lead over Robson Liang, who drew with Wesley So. Meanwhile, Ray Robson defeated Abhimanyu Mishra, joining a wonder in second place. Going into tomorrow's final round, Caruana leads with 6 out of 10, with a wonder and Robson a half-point behind on 5.5. Going into the games from today, we'll start with the key game in the open between Dominguez and Caruana, which started off as a Rosalima opening with black playing 3g6, bishop takes c6, bc, and in this one, it seemed like Caruana was rather well prepared after white develops here with b3, bishop to b2, a5. Black, for the most part, seemed to get out of the opening here with a pretty satisfactory position. d5, d4, takes, bishop f5, and soon we reach this kind of late middle game. After knight d4, queen g5, knight takes f5, queen takes f5, where white has traded off multiple minor pieces, has a slightly worse dark-scored bishop. In general, this position seems close to equal, with maybe black having a small advantage. Caruana didn't really have much chances to win this game, but it seems like he started pushing here with h5 and queen f4. But yeah, according to the engines at least, it never seemed like black had any chance to get anything more than just a slight plus in this game. So there was a bit of a struggle here in the heavy piece endgame. Queen e7, d4, rook f3. Check, important resource going into the queen and pawn endgame. White wins a pawn here, but queen f4. Black's queen is very active, and black is going to be winning back a pawn soon, no matter what. So here, queen e4, queen d3 takes, and the players got this queen and pawn endgame. But now after f3, queen e3, Dominguez takes on c6 here, and yeah, too many pawns get traded off, and the position again just remains drawish until the end of the game, and eventually a draw was agreed. Meanwhile, a wonder drew his game against Wesley So, and one of the few decisive games of the round was played between Robson and Mishra. This one came out of an Italian game. Black was definitely fine out of the opening here, but at this point, Robson manages to put Mishra under heavy pressure with this move c4, hitting the d5 pawn. Now, black takes on e5 here. There's a lot of pawn tension in the position. White takes on d5, takes, and now rook takes d5. Very, very interesting exchange sacrifice. Bishop takes d5, bishop takes d5. White now gets a very, very strong light-scored bishop. Mishra could have saved the rook here with rook to b8, and then white definitely just has very, very good compensation for the exchange. Although it doesn't seem to be immediately winning, white could play bishop to c6. Apparently a4 here, and black is still within drawing range. After queen c6, though, Ray takes on a5, and black cannot take on e6 here because white has the move queen a2, pinning the rook on this long diagonal. Very, very unfortunate resource for black. King f7, and then white can just take on e6 here, go into the king and pawn endgame, and is completely winning with the outside passed pawn. So now it's 2 pawns up for Robson. Mishra tries queen to f3, but queen e5 keeps everything defended. And from here, it was just a matter of technique. And eventually Robson does get the job done as he converts with his 2 extra pawns and wins this game. This was kind of the last moment. At this point, Mishra can't handle it anymore, has to take the pawn. But now queen d5, rook e2 ended the game again because of the pinned rook on e6. So very, very nice win for Robson as he gets himself into a tie for second place with Robson Liang, that are both a half point behind Caruana heading into the final round tomorrow. Moving to the U.S. Women's Championship, very, very important.